For installation, firstly pull a baseline on the installation position before installation. The baseline should be perpendicular to the floor bottom or the beam bottom to guarantee the flatness and verticality of the installation wallboard. Besides, the door opening position should be marked.
These panels can be fixed easily as partition walls by inserting into two U-profiles, GI channels fixed at top and bottom. If the height is over 3.3 meters, the panels can be fixed in the standard pattern, that is, fixing one panel over the other.
If the end width or the height of one wallboard is insufficient to be a complete wallboard, the complementary board should be used. Cut out the width and the length of a complementary board needed with the portable cutting machine in accordance with requirements. Install the sawn wallboard into the right position and finally fix it with the wooden wedge temporarily. 5. Fixation. After installation and calibration, fix the wallboard with the wooden wedge temporarily in joints between the wallboard and the floor, at the bottom and on the top, two adjacent wallboards and upside down and downside of wallboards. The polymer mortar should be used to cohere. Besides, the feet 6 or thickness of more than 125 millimeters, 2 bars of rebar should be inserted. 6. Calibration. When the wallboard is primarily assembled, a professional crowbar should be used to calibrate the wallboard and check the flatness and verticality with a straight 2M running rule. Seven. Joint pointing treatment. After installing the wallboard with jointing materials, the mortar outside the wallboard joint should be scraped off and point out the joint, which is generally 4 to 5 millimeters higher than the wallboard, to make the joint between wallboards more flat and firmer. Bury pipelines. When bury pipelines and switch socket boxes inside the wallboard, the water and electricity installation unit draw all positions of various grooves, boxes and cases of pipelines for strong and weak currents, and water supply and drainage, once on the wallboard in accordance with design requirements. While grooving, the size and the width of grooving should be designed firstly. Cut out the outline with a small portable cutting machine, and then chisel the wall by manpower lightly, strictly preventing from violent grooving. Install the door frame and the door pocket. The well-constructed wallboard can meet installation requirements of various door frames and door pockets, like wooden doors, glass doors, swing doors, fireproof doors, etc. For more information, please consult the Technology Application Department of our company for schemes. 11. Joint anti-cracking tape sticking treatment. Joint treatment should be carried out after more than 7 days after installation of doors, door frames and pipelines. Firstly, clean up the joint parts, fill up the damaged holes, clean the surface, and then stick the anti-cracking tapes on the joint. Meanwhile, the following steps should be followed. 1. Clean up the dust on the joint surface before sticking the anti-cracking tape. 2. Firstly, stick the joint with the anti-cracking punch tapes of more than 50 mm in width by white emulsion. Compact the joint with a scraper along the joint, and then scrape off the redundant white emulsion and eliminate the bubbles below the mesh tape. 3. After the grouting mortar is maintained and dries out, stick the anti-cracking fiber mesh tape of more than 100 mm in width on the joint with white emulsion. Compact the joint with a scraper along the joint, and then scrape off the redundant white emulsion. 4. After the joint mesh tape, that is to say that the punch tape dries out totally, the surface decoration of the wall can be constructed in accordance with design requirements.
Faster, higher impact strength, flexibility to design with steel members, weather resistant, fire rating of more than 2 hours, more economical than ever before. Megalodon lightweight wall panels. Future of construction.